let us
The
away.
LAPD
Let's
is
check out
not
what this
calling the
is.
death criminal, saying in a statement that at this time, the agency does not have a
Go
crime
check her out if you want
classification
to
from
see
the
more
coroner as
lawyer
to the mode
stuff.
or manner of death. Thus, we do not have any suspect information at this time. And right now, police have not said if they believe the singer David knew or ever had contact with the victim. We are just learning that his show scheduled for tonight in Seattle has now been canceled.
The amount of evidence so far does make David look like a prime suspect, but whether charges are going to be filed.
Yeah, are they gonna be fine? Yeah, because
What's up, everybody? It's me,
so
AP. Welcome back to
just a synopsis of what I know already about the case. Right? They apparently, for whatever reason, his car was in the compound. Cause he didn't pay bills or some shit like that, or something like that, or it got towed. And then, well, when it got towed, apparently, when it was sitting in the fucking compound for some days, they started smelling an odor from it. So that, right, that's when they started investigating, and then, oh, there's a dead body in there, decomposing. So it's been in there for a while. Not only that, but it's apparently a 15-year-old girl.
YouTube channel
So it's
where we
like,
talk about
ooh,
all things
shit.
law and true crime.
What the
Tonight, we're
fuck
talking
happened?
about a story that fits the two, and it is absolutely tragic. Tonight, we're talking about what it would take for police to charge singer David in the Tesla case. I'm going to stick to the verified facts and then walk you through the real legal thresholds prosecutors have to clear in the state of California. Here's what's confirmed as of today, Thursday, September 18th, 2025. The body found in the towed Tesla registered to singer David has been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, missing since April 2024. The identification was made this week by the LA County Medical Examiner. Cause and manner of death are still pending, listed as deferred. LAPD responded to a tow yard after workers reported a foul odor coming from the car. The remains were discovered inside of the
Yep.
vehicle. Police executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home last night, where sources say David had stayed. No arrests have been announced just yet. Through reps, David says he's fully cooperating with the investigation. I'm going to break this into three parts: the verified timeline, what investigators still need, and the exact kinds of charges that could even be on the table if the evidence supports them. So let's start with the timeline. First stop, the Tesla registered to David is towed to a Hollywood lot after being found abandoned. Workers report a foul odor. LAPD responds to the scene and finds human remains inside of the vehicle. Now, here's what we know from last week and this week. The medical examiner identifies the remains as Celeste Rivas, age 15, cause of death deferred, pending further investigation. If you're wondering why no charges yet, here's the reality of how major cases move. One, it starts with forensics first. They need the coroner's workup: cause of death, natural, accident, homicide, the manner of death, plus time since death estimates. Without that, a homicide filing is premature. Expect lab tests, possible tox, and decomp timeline analysis that can take weeks. And keep in mind, she was 70 pounds at
Sorry.
the time that she was found and in the trunk of the Tesla. These vehicles, I happen to own one, are equipped with modern
Yeah.
technology where it makes these vehicles and the vehicle's whereabouts interesting to track. Not to mention, Teslas are also equipped with technology that have cameras on the
All
sides
over,
of the
yeah.
vehicles. Bottom line, this
Basically.
vehicle is loaded with tech. Did the car yield
Yeah.
DNA,
A lot of
fingerprints,
cameras.
fibers, trace, who last drove, parked, or unlocked it? Tesla's app access can show when and by whom the doors were opened and where the car traveled before it was abandoned. Tow yard intake logs and body cam footage matter also. Another part of the investigation is the digital trail. They'll pull phones, DMs, location records to reconstruct the teen's movements and contacts in the window before her death. Investigators also canvass cameras near where the car was abandoned and at any residence of interest. Next, statements. If there are interviews or tips, police look for inconsistencies and corroboration. Who had the keys? Who had the app? Who last saw her alive? That's routine, not proof of a crime. Bottom line, absent a clear coroner finding and linkage of evidence, a DA won't rush a filing. So now the ultimate question. What would it take to charge someone here? I'm going to give you the likely categories of California charges prosecutors might consider in a situation like this. Option A, homicide. To file, prosecutors need probable cause that a suspect caused the death. That means more than proximity to a car. Think forensic hits tying a person to the act itself, digital evidence showing opportunity and involvement, admissions, or witnesses placing them at critical moments. A cause of death consistent with foul play helps establish the underlying crime. With the cause deferred, you typically wait. Option B, accessory after the fact. If investigators believe someone knew a felony had occurred and helped another avoid arrest, for example, moving,
Aiding and
hiding,
abetting.
or abandoning a body,
Accessory
this can be charged
to a
even
crime.
if
Yeah.
they can't yet prove the homicide. Core elements of this crime include knowledge of the felony and intentional aid to evade capture. Option C, unlawful handling of human remains. California criminalizes concealing, removing, or disposing of remains.
Basically,
outside
if
of
you're
lawful
trying to
channels.
hide
This
evidence or
sometimes
to
appears in
wipe
early
away
filings
evidence,
when the
right?
death
Evidence
circumstances are
tampering,
unclear,
right? That is a
but
crime.
concealment is evident. Think remains placed inside of a vehicle and left at a location. Option D, child endangerment, an unlawful
Yes, because
intercourse
this is
with
a
minor. Only if
apparently when
independent
they were
evidence
dating, they were
surfaces, messages,
13,
photos,
or when
witnesses,
she was
forensics
dating
showing
him at one point, they
endangerment
started dating
or
when she was
conduct with a
13.
minor, these are
And then all of a
separate from
sudden
death
she went,
investigation
right,
and require
last year
specific
she
proof
started,
of a
right, she
relationship and
became
ages. As
missing.
of today, charges
And
have
then
not
now
been
she's
announced,
found dead
but it
in
is
a
said
fucking car.
that a
Like, holy
relationship
shit.
consisted between the two parties between the ages of 12 and up until Celeste's murder at the age of 15. Here's the big deal. Prosecutors don't file big cases on vibes. They file when the evidence checks the statutory boxes. So my prediction is that the state is going to take their time to make sure that this is a very tight case. So let's talk about why you may not see immediate charges. 1, coroner timing. Cause and manner and lab work can take a few weeks. Without it, homicide filings are rare. Linkage matters. Having a car registered to someone is not the same as proof of a crime by that person. Investigators need who controlled the car and when. That's where the data from the vehicle, keys, app logs, and video come in. Next, charging sequence. In some cases, authorities file process or concealment charges first if those elements are supported, then escalate to homicide if proof emerges. Also, think about search warrant returns. What, if anything, was seized at the Hollywood Hills address? From what we know, we saw some electronic devices, and authorities were walking out of that home with items bagged and tagged. That's the real bar for charges in California. If LAPD and the medical examiner release new findings, or if the DA files anything, I'll break down the documents line by line so you know exactly what's alleged and why. It is unfortunate because this young woman lost her life at a very young age. Medical examiners placed her time of death just after her 15th birthday. The amount of evidence so far does make David look like a prime suspect.
Oh yeah, it looks
But
bad.
whether charges are going to be filed could take a little bit. So what do you guys think?
Well, as
Does
of right
David
now,
look like a
because of,
prime
well,
suspect? Will Celeste and her
she was
family
found
see the
immediately dead
justice
in his
that they deserve?
car.
I'm AV. Subscribe if you want real legal analysis without
In the
the
back of
hype.
the fucking
Stay safe
car,
out there. See you in
decomposing.
the next one.
So she's been there for
Bye.
a while. How long? Who knows, right? That was AV to the Sound of Power again. If you want to check her out, right there. And then let's check out this.
Now to Los Angeles, to the body found in the trunk of a Tesla belonging to a well-known singer. The body identified as a teenage girl missing for more than a year. Well, tonight, investigators are now at the home where that singer had been staying, removing several items. And here's Trevor Ault.
Tonight, law enforcement sources say the LAPD spent hours searching the Hollywood Hills home of star singer David after they say the remains of a missing teen girl were found inside the performer's Tesla. Detectives removing multiple items from the home overnight, including a computer. Police say the Tesla had been abandoned not far from there.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd.
On Wednesday, the LA medical examiner announced the remains in the Tesla's front
Oh, that's
trunk
what it was.
belonged
It
to
was
Celeste
abandoned.
Rivas. This image confirmed as her by
So that's
police.
already
It went
suspicious,
missing
right? It's
from the
his
Southern
car and it's
California
in his
neighborhood more than
name,
a year
and it was
ago when she
abandoned in
just
this
13.
area.
The medical examiner is now trying
And then
to
it got
determine her cause
pounded.
and time of death, saying Rivas had a tattoo on her right index finger reading "shh." And while that tattoo is not uncommon, photos appear to show David with a similar tattoo on his finger. The singer's not been charged with any crime and has not made any comments so far. Tonight, David's scheduled performance at the Grammy Museum next week has been removed
Canceled,
from the
yeah.
site. It comes hours after a Seattle concert was also abruptly canceled.
And law enforcement sources say much of this case hinges on the medical
Well, I
examiner
mean, yeah,
determining a
given
cause
the
of death. But
allegations
given the
levied
state of the
towards
body,
him,
that is
yeah.
proving to be quite
He
difficult.
probably
David.
has to get a lawyer right
All
now
right,
because
Trevor, all
they're
tonight. Trevor,
asking him
thank you.
questions. Anyways, there you have it. That is the David's case for right now. There'll probably more information will come out later because if charges will be filed or not, right? But yeah, there you have it.